wreSTL is a new youth wrestling club that recently opened in Historic Soulard. Joining us from wreSTL is President Sara Levin.
Hi.
Hi, Sara. So good to have you here today.
Thank you for having us.
So what exactly is wreSTL?
wreSTL is a new youth wrestling center in St. Louis, and we are about introducing young people to the sport of wrestling, as well as being a source of mentorship and a place they can come after school and study and get a healthy snack. We really want to be an entire center for kids to come to.
So what's the need for this? Where did this dream appear?
So wrestling is an amazing sport that builds character qualities like integrity and self-esteem and camaraderie. And in the city of St. Louis, there's very few opportunities for youth wrestling. And myself and my board, we felt like there was definitely a need. And the support that we've seen shows us that there is obviously a need to be filled here. That we believe that every child is an at-risk child, and we want to provide this positive outlet for kids through the form of sport.
We're going to talk a little bit about what this sport is doing for the youth, but you're a girl, and people might look at you and go, well, how's she the president? Why is she connected with wreSTL? Talk a little bit about that.
So girls can wrestle. They are in the Olympics. They have been for quite a while now. And you will see, we have the Olympics opening in 12 days. I'm excited about that. And I think you're going to see some gold medals coming home from our girls and our guys. And but also, not everybody has to be a competitor in wrestling. I believe very strongly, and I think anyone would agree, that anyone who participates in the sport of wrestling in any role is better having done so.
And speaking of any role, though, talk about your history and how you got connected with wrestling.
So I started becoming involved with wrestling my freshman year in high school at Parkway North High School, and then continued working with them throughout my time there in various roles. I got involved in the club aspect as well locally, and then I went on to Indiana University, where I was the team manager at a Big Ten university for 5 years. And then I took my degree in sport marketing and management, and eventually ended up working at USA Wrestling, which is the national governing body for the sport of wrestling, and at the National Wrestling Hall of Fame. And then I came back home, but I continued to be involved at the international level and national level through being a producer for the events, doing stage management. I'm also a photographer, so I do that as well. So I'm very involved and connected with the sport on a national and international level.
Saying that, why bring all that experience and all of that education back to St. Louis?
That's a fantastic question. I believe so strongly in this sport, and I believe so strongly in the way that it builds people into champions in life. Not everybody's going to go and be Jordan Burroughs, Olympic gold medalist, greatest of all time. Some wrestlers go on to become Speaker of the House or Secretary of Defense or a NASA astronaut that spent 6 months on the International Space Station, or Nobel Peace Prize winner for creating a life-changing wheat. I believe that so strongly in the sport that it builds strength, no matter how you participate in it. Like I have gained all of those values and am a strong person because of the sport of wrestling. So for me, this has been a mission to introduce this sport into a city that has lost a lot of its tradition. We have a rich history here in St. Louis that sort of has fallen a little bit, and I want to build it back up and have more kids wrestling and gaining all of those valuable qualities from it.
Well, that said, we have one of those children that are involved in the sport with us. We've got to take a break, but when we come back, we're going to talk to him. Stay with us at STL Live. We'll have more with wreSTL after this break.